This is Andy Parole for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. I'm delighted to be joined by the IBF World Super Lightweight Champion, Josh Taylor. Josh, how you doing?
Yeah, all good, mate. A bit of a tongue twister, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. I'm glad I got it right first time round. But when people do introduce you as the IBF World Champion, just how does it feel?
Yeah, pretty normal now. Pretty normal now, but no, it's good. Realised the dream of becoming world champion. I can now call myself world champion. Can't take it away from me. No matter what happens now, the rest of my life, I've been known as a world champion. So yeah, good.
You talk about it feeling normal, but how long did it take for it to eventually settle in?
I'm not sure really. Because I expected it to happen since I turned pro, I expected to become world champion. So when it happened, it was more just a relief, sort of like job done kind of thing, and as opposed to I'm world champion. It wasn't a shock, it was good, job done, world champion now. The box ticked onto the next one. So I don't want that sounding like cocky, but it's just my self expectations of what I achieved to what I want to achieve in the sport.
I was going to say box ticked there, but obviously you got a Unification bout coming up next in the Muhammad Ali Trophy final, the World Boxing Super Series final, where you'll face Regis Prograis. How relieved are you that finally it's been announced?
Yeah, finally it's been announced. I knew all along it was going to be him. He was trying. It's just a similar sort of situation to the Baranchek fight. I'm trying to pull out and things like that. But we knew it was always going to be the fight that we were getting. We just didn't know the date. But now it's finally over the line, and foot back on the gas and full steam ahead again for training. Yeah.
What was your knowledge and what was your understanding with regards to the delay for the fight being announced?
Not much at all, really. I think it was more the fact that he didn't want to come over here to fight. Didn't want to move outside America, I don't think. But if I'd been the other way around, I'd have travelled with these. I've no whinging and moaning from me. So I'm in the exact same boat as him. I think it was something to do with payments and escrow sort of things and that as well. But I'm in the exact same boat, and I'm just patiently waiting. I've not made a fuss about things, so I'm just ready to go.
Was there ever any doubts in your mind that the fight wouldn't happen?
Nah, not really. I knew it would be very hard for him to get out through past experience with Baranchek, same similar situation. So yeah, we knew we couldn't get out.
But as I have said, it is here now, the chance to unify to claim that WBA world title, as well as the Ring magazine title. Yeah. How big could that be for yourself to get that Rocky belt, as everybody calls it?
Yeah, I can't wait. It's I never thought I'd box for a Ring magazine belt. I never thought I'd get the chance to box for it, but it's here and it's massive. That and the Ali Trophy, WBA belt and my belt as well. So there's a lot of silverware on the line. So it's going to look good in the mantelpiece or in the living room or wherever in the new house in the big trophy cabinet. So yeah, it's going to look good.
Now let's talk about the fight itself. How do you see the fight playing out between yourself and Regis? How do you see the styles kind of clashing or gelling?
I think they'll gel. I think we'll find each other. He's a good boxer. He's got a good boxing brain. I believe I'm a better boxer. Got a better boxing brain. He might be a little bit awkward, hard to nail early, clean on, but hard to nail clean early on. But I'll figure him out, and I believe I'll get the win.
Regis was seeded as the number one seed in the draw. What was your thoughts back then when the draw was announced and he was number one?
Didn't bother me. I knew I was going to win the tournament anyway. It didn't matter who I faced, who I fought. They could have placed me number 8. It wouldn't have fussed to me. It wouldn't have mattered to me. I'm confident in my own ability. Whoever I boxed in that tournament, I would have won and beat. So we're here in the final now, last hurdle. So just going to get rid of him now. That's it.
You're both extremely confident that the result will go in your favour. Sorry, your favour and Regis in his own favour. Are you expecting it to go the full distance? Are you expecting it to become a bit of a war? Or how do you see that kind of playing out as the night goes on?
We don't know. We just have to wait until the first bell rings and how it unfolds. You can predict and you can prepare for whatever. We're preparing for obviously the full 12 rounds. I'm in fit and in great shape already. So we're preparing for 12 hard rounds. But we just need to wait and find out how the fight unfolds. I believe whatever comes my way, I'm more than ready for it. And I'll be more than prepared for it. So yeah, we just need to wait and see how it unfolds.
Now, this will obviously, we're doing this interview now before the press conference. When you see Regis today, it'll be the first time you've seen him since you picked up your world title. What are you anticipating when you see him for the first time?
Typical American trash talk, Yankee trash talk, that kind of stuff. But you know, he can talk all he wants and say all he wants, but I'm not really bothered. I just want to get in there and fight and do the job now.
Obviously, the fight was announced to be on Sky as well. How excited are you to get the opportunity to fight on that platform and to reach an entirely new fan base?
Yeah, it's great because you know it's tapping into my fan base all over the country now. You know, especially with this fight being in London, it's not just the Scottish fan base; it's the British fan base. You know, becoming a big British name. You know, and with the big Sky machine at the back of it, you know, advertising it, promoting it. All over Sky Sports and Sky News, you know, it's getting my face and name out there even more. So, yeah, I'm great and glad and delighted that it's over the moon and on Sky Sports because I've got the big platform behind me now promoting the fight and putting me out there. So, yeah, it's taken my stakes up higher. You know, my stock's risen. So yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, real happy, delighted.
Everybody in boxing knows who you are, and you have got a strong fan base, but with the position you're in, do you feel that your fan base across the country is as big as what it should be?
Maybe not, but you know, I'm not really too fussed. Yeah, I'm not really too fussed. I'm not really a guy for playing up in front of the cameras and doing things for publicity and things like that. You know, I'm not bothered for being known and famous. You know, I'm not bothered for being that. I just want to win the belts, get looked after. You know. Make sure I'm financially secure for after I finish boxing and live a nice comfortable life. I'm not about a lavish lifestyle and luxury and showing off and being brash. Just want to live a nice life and you know look after myself and my family.
Now, one fight on the undercard I did want to touch on with yourself, Lee Selby versus Ricky Burns. What are your thoughts on that one, Josh?
I think that's a great fight. You know, I think it's kind of a must-win for both fighters. Lee Selby's a great boxer, great talent. And Ricky Burns is a great fighter as well. You know, big heart, big determination, punches hard as well. So I think it's a great fight for the two of them, and it'll be real interesting to watch. Yeah.
And we also see Derek Chisora versus Joseph Parker up at heavyweight. Most cards now we always seem to have a heavyweight fight on there. What are your thoughts on that one? How do you see it swinging?
I think that's a great fight. I'm not really sure how it goes. I'm not seeing too much of Parker to make a big judgment on him, but I've seen a bit of him that he's good when he boxes. He might be a little bit too busy for Chisora at times, might outbox him at times, but if Chisora shows up like he did against White and things like that, catches him with one of the big shots, then it's game over. So that's another intriguing fight to watch. So I'm not too good with predictions, but I'll maybe go with just slightly towards Parker on that one.
Now, just over a month ago, Jose Ramirez defeated Maurice Hooker in their unification bout for WBC and WBO world titles. Firstly, what was your thoughts on that fight, Josh?
I thought I actually never saw it. I saw bits of it. I haven't saw the full fight. Saw the finish and stuff, you know, but I saw bits from Ramirez that I've saw before. Same kind of things, same kind of pattern, same movements. But it was a good shot that he caught him with and he finished him. So fair play. Yeah, well done. But obviously that's a fight in the future, but I'm not thinking about that just now, just purely on Progress on the October 26th.
My final question, because I know you've got other people waiting. I know you've said then you're not thinking past it, but let's say everything runs as planned on October 26th. You pick up the world titles, the Muhammad Ali Trophy, etc. Are you going to have to, in your own opinion, go in for another big fight into that unification bout?
Yeah, of course. That's what I got into boxing for. You get into boxing and you see people like Muhammad Ali, and it's your inspiration, you know, to be as big as them and you know be as successful as them. So I want to achieve what that guy did in the sport. I want to achieve as much as I can in the sport. You know, become undisputed champion. A big goal of mine would be to become the first undisputed boxing world champion since Ken Buchanan. We're both from the same city, both training in the same boxing gym, and he still comes into the same boxing gym as me. So that's a massive goal for me, and one I would love to tick off.
Josh Taylor, as always, Boxing Social, appreciate your time, and I appreciate your time. Thanks for speaking to me.
Thank you. Cheers.